Assalamu alaikum students. I will continue my previous lecture as we are doing unit number 5, the Madina Charter. I am doing reading, explanation and translation. As I have done the first two paragraphs on page number 42, now I will proceed my lecture towards page number 43. We have done with the idea that what was Madina Charter, why it came into existence, and now we will discuss those points which are present in that charter. Page number 43. Hold your pencils in your hand and keep your concentration here. The main points of the charter are: all the communities signing the charter would form the common nationality. The people who were belonged to any religion, when they were signing the charter, when they are doing the sign on that charter, so they will become a common nationality, like they will become a nation. They will not be separate people, like they will not known as different communities or different people. No, they will become one nation. If any signatory of the charter was attacked by an enemy, if any signatory of the charter was attacked by any enemy, others would defend him collectively. If any person who have signed that charter and he is attacked by an enemy, so it would not be the case that only his tribe members and to which tribe he belongs, only that tribe members will defend him. No, he will be defended by and he will be protected by all the community collectively, because he is now the part of that nation which has signed that charter. So he would not be an individual person. He would be defended, or he would not be the part of any individual tribe or community. So in that case, he should be defended and protected by the whole community which are living in the Medina at that time. The Muslims, the Jews, and the other communities of this republic should be free to profess their own respective religion and perform religious ceremonies. Muslims, Jews, Yehudi, and the other communities and the other tribes and the other nations, you can say, of this republic, of that state, should be free. They should have the liberty to follow their own religion and perform their own religious ceremonies or conventions and customs. There should be no restrictions on them not to follow their own religion. There should be no restriction on them. There should be no prohibition. They should be allowed and they should be free to profess. To profess means to follow their own religion and to perform their religious ceremonies according to their own will. Individual and personal offenses of trivial nature of any non-Muslim would be treated as such, and no general liability would fall on the community to which the offender belonged. Now, this is the very key point. Clear your concept here. Individual and personal offenses. For example, any kind of crime which has done by any non-Muslim, so it would not be treated as it would not be generalized to the whole community and to the whole tribe. For example, if a family member has done a crime and he is the victim, he is the criminal, so I cannot give the label to the whole family. I should not generalize it on the whole family that yes, the whole family is thief. Yes, the whole family is a criminal. No, this is done by the offense had done by a one member. The offense has done by this particular person. So, of course, he is criminal. He will be punished for it, but it should not be generalized on the whole family. So this was the point which was discussed in that charter, that individual and personal offenses, like any individual and personal crimes of a which has done by any non-Muslim, so it would be treated as like the liability and the responsibility of that crime would consider on only but on that person, not for the whole community. Not whole community will be defamed, or not whole community will be uh, give them label that to which community the offender belonged. The oppressed should be protected. The people who were suffering, they should be protected. Henceforth, bloodshed, murder, and violence should be haram, abominable in Medina. What things were haram, what things were restricted strictly? Bloodshed, murder, violence, they would be haram, they should be haram, abominable in Medina. All disputes should be referred for decision to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet of Allah. All disputes mean all conflicts, all problems, or all any kind of arguments, any kind of fights. They will be referred to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the sake of decision. They should be presented to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the decision. Now, these are the difficult meanings of the words. These are the meanings of the difficult words. Common, mushtarka, nationality, qawmiyat. Signatory, dastakhat kanda, या you can say dastakhat करने वाला. Defend, दिफा. Collectively, मिलकर, इकट्ठे भी कह सकते हैं. Republic, रियासत. Profess, प्रचार. Trivial, मामूली. Nature, नोयत. Offenses, जराइम. Liability, जिम्मेदारी. Offender, मुजरिम. Oppressed, मजलूम. Protected, तहफ़्फ़ुज़ दिया. Bloodshed, खून रेज़ी. Murder, कत्ल वारत. Violence, तशद्दुद. Disputes, तनाज़ात, झगड़े. Now I am doing the translation of this paragraph. So keep your concentration here on this paragraph. इस मीसाक के अहम निकात ये हैं. All the communities signing the charter would form the common nationality. मीसाक मुआहिदा पर दस्तखत करने वाली तमाम बरादरियां मुश्तरका कौमियत तश्कील देंगी. If any signatory of the charter was attacked by an enemy, others would defend him collectively. अगर मायदे की किसी दस्तखत करंदा पर कोई दुश्मन हमला करे तो दूसरे मिलकर उसका दिफा करेंगे. The Muslims, the Jews and other communities of this republic should be free to profess their own respective religion and perform religion ceremonies. इस रियासत के मुसलमान, यहूदी और दूसरी कौमें अपने अपने मुताल्लिका मज़हब का प्रचार करने और मजहबी रसूमात अदा करने में आज़ाद होंगी. Individual and personal offences of trivial nature of any non-Muslim would be treated as such, and no general liability would fall on the community to which the offender belonged. किसी गैर मुस्लिम के मामूली नोयत के अनफरादी और ज़ाती जराइम को वैसा ही समझा जाएगा और कोई आम जिम्मेदारी इस कौम पर आयद नहीं होगी कि जिससे मुजरिम का ताल्लुक हो. The oppressed should be protected. मजलूम को तहफ़्फ़ुज़ दिया जाएगा. Henceforth, bloodshed, murder and violence should be haram, abominable in Medina. अब से खून रेज़ी, कत्ल गारत और तशद्दुद मदीना में हराम होगा. All disputes should be referred for decision to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Prophet of Allah. तमाम तनाज़ात या झगड़े फैसले के लिए रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम को पेश किए जाएंगे. Now Next paragraph. The importance of the Charter lies in the fact that it announces the great principle of civic equality, freedom of worship, and religious and racial tolerance. What is the importance of the Charter? The importance of the Charter is that the fact that it announces, it declares, it has the great principles of civic equality, freedom of worship, and religious and racial tolerance. These are the main significance of that charter. This principle can also be seen in the perspective of the creation of Pakistan. And these principles, you can see those principles in the perspective of in the creation of Pakistan. When the Pakistan was created, so these principles are also included, and basically the constitution was based on these principles when the Pakistan was created, because this was the perspective to create the Pakistan in order to implement those principles in the constitution. Our founder Quaid-e-Azam clearly told his people in 1947, at the time of creation of Pakistan, you may belong to any religion, caste or creed, we are all equal citizens of one state. And this was the purpose and this was the motive of Quaid-e-Azam, who was the founder of Pakistan. He told his people that they are completely free to follow their own religion, and whether they are belong to any religion, any caste, any creed, but they are equal and they are equal citizens living in one state. This was the motive of Quaid-e-Azam, because he wanted to implement those principles in this Pakistan to make it a Islamic state. Now, the difficult words are announces, ऐलान करना, civic equality, शहरी मसावत, freedom of worship, इबादत की आज़ादी, principle, उसूल, racial, नस्ली, perspective, पस मंज़र, creation, क़याम, ख़ास, ज़ात, creed, अक़ीदा. Now the translation. The importance of the Charter lies in the fact that it announces the great principles of civic equality, freedom of worship, and religious and racial tolerance. मीसाक की अहमियत इस हकीकत में है कि ये शहरी मसावत, इबादत की आज़ादी और मजहबी और नस्ली बर्दाश्त के अज़म उसूलों का ऐलान करता है. This principle can also be seen in the perspective of the creation of Pakistan. ये उसूल क़याम पाकिस्तान के पस मंज़र में भी देखा जा सकता है. Our founder Quaid-e-Azam clearly told his people in 1947. हमारे बानी Quaid-e-Azam ने 1947 में क़याम पाकिस्तान के वक्त वाज़ेह तौर पर अपने लोगों को बताया था. At the time of creation of Pakistan, you may belong to any religion, caste or creed. We are all equal citizens of one state. तुम आज़ाद हो, तुम अपने मंदिरों में जाने के लिए आज़ाद हो, तुम अपनी मस्जिदों में या पाकिस्तान की इस रियासत में किसी भी दूसरी इबादत गाह में जाने के लिए आज़ाद हो, चाहे तुम्हारा ताल्लुक़ किसी भी मज़हब, ज़ात या अक़ीदे से हो. हम सब एक रियासत के बराबर शहरी हैं. In 1948, the General Assembly of the United Nations unanimously adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In 1948, the General Assembly of the UN, they have basically adopted these principles as a Universal Declaration of Human Rights. They have universally declared that principle as human rights. The declaration proclaims the religious, personal, civic, political, economic, social, and cultural rights of human beings. Basically, this declaration announced the religious, personal, civic, political, and economic, social, and cultural rights of human beings. The incorporation of the clauses of Madina Charter in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights by the UN shows that Islam is the greatest protector of human rights. When these points, or when these you can say when these points, when these clauses were included in the Medina, were included in the UN, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, when they were included by UN in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, so it shows the significance of it in universally, that how that Islam is the greatest protector of the human rights, how the Islam has proposed the best and the greatest points for the human rights. Now, these are the difficult words: adopted, मंजूर किया, unanimously, मुतफ़िका तौर पर, डिक्लेरेशन, एलामिया, कल्चरल, सकाफ़ती, इनकॉर्पोरेशन, शमूलियत, clauses, दफ़ात. Now, the Urdu translation. In 1948, the General Assembly of the United Nations unanimously adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. 1948 में अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा की जनरल असम्बली ने इंसानी हुकूक़ का आलमगीर एलामिया मुत्तफ़िका तौर पर मंजूर किया. The declaration proclaims the religious, personal, civic, political, economic, social and cultural rights of human beings. एलामिया इंसानों के मजहबी, ज़ाती, शहरी, सियासी, माशी, माशरती और सकाफ़ती हुकूक़ का ऐलान करता है. The incorporation of the clauses of Madina Charter in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights by the UN shows that Islam is the greatest protector of human rights. मीसाके मदीना की दफ़ात का अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा का इंसानी हुकूक़ के आलमगीर एलामिया में शमूलियत ज़ाहिर करता है कि इस्लाम इंसानी हुकूक़ का सबसे बड़ा मुहाफ़िज़ है. I hope you people have understood all the points. Now, say keep safe, keep healthy. Allah Hafiz till the next lecture.